In this video, I'm showing a free-to-play fire team to do 46 million damage on the Necrotic Shift challenge. Let's have a look. Hello guys, in this video we have the Shift challenge Necrotic. I'm not gonna talk about the skills because I already did that in a previous video. I'm just going to show you the themes I'm using to do 46 million damage, and then while I'm showing you guys the fight, I will talk about the gear I'm using. I just want to talk about the strategy now. So, I have two different teams for this, and this will depend just on your artifacts. So, as I said before on a previous video, if you are in season 3, I hope, I think you should have already this Witch's Remains. That will increase a lot your damage. It gives the defense penalty too, so it will increase a lot. So I'm expecting you to have this, and if you don't, you can use the crown. If you already have this, and if you have another artifact, so it's not this one, let me change the team. So if you have this artifact, you're gonna do even more damage. So if you have this artifact, even better. If not, you can still do 42 million damage. It's not far away. With this artifact, you can do more 4 million damage because it gives this shield, so it's going to reduce a little bit more the damage you take. So the strategy is basically this. I'm using Garius with the timing, I'll show you in a second. Garius, I'm using Erich with the Witchers because he attacks with 5 meteorites, so each one will have a chance to apply defense penalty. So almost 100% chance you are getting the defense penalty on this boss. Then we have Tunnelman, we have Liko because she applies buff prohibition, and we don't want any buffs on this boss active because he has one with defense. So he has one with damage reduction. We don't want defense up, and we don't want attack up. And then we have this guy as well, Karaman, to do some damage. And if you don't have Karaman or you have not him scrolled, you can always use Nida. She's also a really good damage dealer. So basically, for this guy, as you guys can see, I'm gonna show you the both final fight of both themes. So as you guys can see, it's exactly the same theme, exactly the same gear, just changing this artifact. So on this one, I'm using the mirror. On the other one, I'm using the actual fight I'm going to show you guys will be with the other artifact. So will be with this one, the Gatekeeper stuff. And basically this is it. I'm just showing you the timings. So on the timings, I only have two timings, so it's Garius. I have at 17.5. I'll show you the gear because I have 17.1 seconds. So this 17.1 seconds, I have different timings for both themes. I'm going to show you. So this one it's with the two legendary artifacts. So I have 17.1 because it gives some skill ace. So the timings is 17.5 here and cycling 18 seconds. And on this one, Liko, I have 23, so I want her to apply the buff prohibition just before this first skill because it gives these buffs, and then cycling at 18 seconds she has the incense burner, so it will reduce our ultimate. And for the other team, it's basically the same thing for Liko, but for Garius, as you guys can see, I have 17.1. It's a different timing, so you can use the same timing or just auto, should be fine. And I'm just going to show you guys the gear I'm using. So as you guys can see, it's 19.1. So 19.1, and you can leave this on auto mode. It's going to heal after, but still will be enough healing for these fights. I'll show you the end of both fights after the end of the fight with both artifacts. So let's switch back to the one. So it's never know. So it's this one, where we have both artifacts, is where I do 46, and then I'll show you the like the last 10 seconds of the fight with the other artifact. So let's go. So starting for Tunnelman, the strategy for this is pretty simple. So I have two main damage dealers. I have one more inflicting defense penalty, another one buff prohibition. So let's talk about Tunnelman. The Tunnelman, I'm using the Manticore. You can use the Highball as well. So I'm using Emperor. The Emperor on these bosses, on these shift challenges, it helps a lot to increase the damage. So I'm using a chest with attack percentage and crit rate, and ends with crit rate will be better for him because he's getting this passive with crit damage, crit rate, and crit damage. So it means he's going to do more damage with crits, so giving him ends with crit rate will be better. So crit damage on this side and some more attack on this rune as well. Then I'm gonna talk about Karaman. Karaman, same thing, I'm using the eyeball on him, Emperor set, with attack percentage here, some crit rate here, he's got this attack up and attack speed up, so for him you can use as well attack percentage ends if you have the ones that do 35% increased damage to enemies with defense penalty. So if you don't have these hands with defense penalty, then use with crit rate. If you have gloves, these gloves with attack with the increased damage to enemies with defense penalty, but you don't have crit rate, use with attack percentage because these gloves helps a lot to increase your damage. Then we have crit damage on this side and more attack and some more good substats on this side. As you guys can see, I have a lot of crit rate and crit damage. Then we have air reach. So on air reach, I have again an Emperor set with some accuracy on him, so you need at least 270 accuracy. So I have this rune with accuracy as well, this one with crit damage, I have some crit damage as well on him, and attack percentage on this chest. Again, if you have attack percentage on your hands for him, both attack damage and crit rate both work well. Sometimes the attack percentage works even better than crit rate because it doesn't have any skills that work with crit rate or crit damage up. So attack percentage on him will be good as well. Then I will talk about it. Liku, so on Liku I have the Incense Burner, so it's going to reduce our ultimate, so it says it takes 18.9, but eventually with the Incense Burner will take less than that. So we are using another Emperor set, so as I said, Emperor here is really good, really good. Attack percentage on these hands, crit rate, a lot of substats with accuracy, but of course the artifact and this rune with accuracy helps a lot. It's almost 200 accuracy just on these two. And we have some more attack here, and that's it. And then we have Garius. Garius is really important here to give us some healing. So if you have the Ancestral Protection, since this boss does some AoE damage, it's good because it's going to take 15% of that damage. Remember to use defense percentage on these hands, and if you have a chest with percentage, defense percentage will be better as well because this healing scales with defense percentage, not HP. I have HP, but it's not the best one. And if you have this chest, the Monolith Blessing is good as well because it's going to increase the healing and shield as well if you are using this artifact. And then I have some more skill list because I want to cast this in less than 18 seconds. And this one is important for that because I want to do the maximum damage I can do. Then for the other team, guys, I used exactly the same gear. So this is the gear for the other team I'm showing just now. Tonalam, it's the same gear. Erich is the same gear. Liku is the same gear, and Karaman is the same gear as well. The only difference will be Garius. I'm using the Mirror of the Living, and I'm using exactly the same set, but as you guys can see here, I have the chest with defense percentage, but it takes 19.1, so on the other team, with just one legendary artifact, I'm using him on auto mode. Liku keeps the same timing as I was using before. So guys, for the team with the two legendary artifacts, as you guys can see, I did 46 million damage, which is really good for a free-to-play team if you have these two artifacts. For the other team, if you just have one artifact or you have none, you can use the crown. You're gonna do less than this damage, but it's still gonna do a lot of damage with this team. I did 42 million damage just with the Witch's Remain, which is a lot, just 4 million difference. So my advice is just, if you have the staff, use the staff, you'll do more damage, but if you don't have the staff, don't worry, just less 4 million damage is not a big deal. So guys, I hope this video helped you. I hope you can do at least 40 million damage, because on these shift challenges, it's really important that you are doing a good amount of damage. It's going to rank you up on the leaderboard, and with that you can get some ice ores And if you get at least 10 ice ores at the end of this event, it means you just need to use 5 elite dices to get more 10 ice ores and eventually get D0 for free. For 5 elite dices you can get the legendary from this event, which is really good. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below if you have any opinions or any feedback or any changes you'd like to see on these teams, or if you want me to bring some different content. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget, press that like and subscribe button, that helps me a lot and supports my channel. Thank you so much, and see you next time.